Hi, my name is Hannah Persson, and today I'm going to be talking about the rabies virus. So the first question for the communication challenge is, okay, so why is the rabies virus really important, or why should we care about it? And I think that rabies is a really interesting virus in the fact that it can affect both humans and animals. But why it's important is, I think, because it actually is really prevalent and kills a lot of people every year. So it actually kills like 59,000 people every year, with most of those deaths occurring in Africa and Asia. And so if we ever want to bring down that mortality rate, then it'd probably be a really good idea to, understand the rabies virus and how it's spread and whatnot. Beyond that, rabies actually isn't really as prevalent in the wild as I thought it was. It only affects about 5,000 animals every year, and most of those occur in the wildlife sector. So not even like domestic animals. So it really is just mainly important to eradicate in terms of human health. Alright, so the next question for the communication challenge is basically, what does the cell structure really look like? What should we know about it? And how similar is it to what we think of when we think of the typical cell in the body, with a nucleus and all of the organelles within it? So I would say, in terms of similarity, there's not much. In fact, I would kind of draw the line at viruses carry genetic material and cells can carry genetic material, but beyond that, they're not really all that similar. So the rabies virus, in particular, is an RNA virus, and an RNA virus is a virus that contains single-stranded or double-stranded RNA material. And in this case, this is a single-stranded virus. But going a little bit even beyond that, it's a negative sense virus. So what that means is that the RNA needs to be transcribed into the complementary RNA strand before being translated into a protein. So that's just something useful to know. And then around it, as most viruses do have, this virus is going to have a capsid. And what a capsid is it's a protein structure that's surrounding the genetic material, acting as a sort of membrane around the cell. And then in this picture here, you can see that I've actually drawn an envelope around this virus. And what an envelope is it sort of like the outermost coating around the virus, and it's typically composed of the host cell's membrane. So, yep, that's pretty much what the rabies virus looks like and, what its structure is made up of. Beyond that, it's got a pretty interesting shape. It's got a really distinctive bullet shape, so it's kind of easy to identify. It's a pretty interesting virus. Anyways, thank you for listening.